Last time, I made some serious progress on the ST170 powered Capri. I stopped putting it off and finally got to work tackling the rust. I replaced both front headlamp bowls and took out some very rotten sections on the driver's side. With the front of the car pretty much sorted, it was time to move on to the rear. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video as I've got some big news about another project.
Right, finally onto the rear of the car. So I've just got the wheel off. And you can see the main bit I need to do back here is this arch. So I've got a new replacement arch to go on. So I'm going to get this cut off and get the new one put on. It should hopefully be alright. I don't really like I've done an arch before and I made a mess of it. Because I'm not so neat. But I'll take my time on this one, and yeah, I'm confident I can at least do a better job than last time when I tried to do one. But yeah, so we're going to get that on. Underneath is not too bad. It's mainly just surface rust. A consequence of the British roads. I've always kept up quite well with underneath and kept it topped up with wax oil and treated any rust. That's just from since I did it last time, a couple of years ago. The other main bit I need to do is the rear hanger. You'll see up there, that's got some water's leaked in through the tailgate, and now that's got a bit rotten. So because that is a suspension point, that won't pass an MOT. So I need to get that cut out. I've got a new repair section, yeah, and then underneath, yeah, just give it a good wire brush and rust treatment. I dropped the tank. I thought it was empty, or near empty, but it wasn't. It's nearly full, so I need to get that emptied, and same with that, get that rust treated and painted, and then yeah, it'll be looking a lot nicer under here. So you can see from up top how bad it actually is. So now I've got some of the bits out of the way. That's not me cutting anything. So these are just all bits which broke away with my hand. But you can see right through. So yeah, very rotten. Definitely needs replacing. That section anyway. So yeah, I'll be taking that out. I'll be cutting this out a bit, and then yeah, new metal in here. And then if you see right back there where it joins the rear, it's also rotten away, so I need to replace right across there, the metal. Yeah, so I've got the repair section here. So that's the repair section, all galvanised and that. So I'm going to take a bit more of this metal out on top, cut away so I can clearly see it all, and yeah, and then mark up where this is going. Cut out the old section, pop this one in, and yeah, it should be good. A lot stronger anyway. Yeah, so you can see better underneath. Like where at the back it's rotted away completely on the floor. So yeah, I want to replace a good deal of that. And then yeah, that chassis rail as well. So I'll probably cut around here, get the new section in there, and then yeah, replace as much of the floor as I can. Really, if I dip the light, you might be able to see it shining through. Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? But yeah, the rest is fine. It's not too bad, the rest of the car. Just surface rust on this side. Well, it's not the best, but it's pretty solid still. I think that's where, because of the exhaust, has kept it all dry at this end. And then yeah, I've always kept up wax oil in it. Might not look it, but it has been wax oiled every other year. Just the salt on the roads. That's it. Just a disaster for it. But anyway, yeah, get this cut out now, and yeah, get this in, and I'll feel a lot better. Right, so I've been very busy under here, as you'll see. Got the new steel in,
So yeah, that's much better that. Unfortunately, when I was welding it in, my Clark welder was playing up, so it's not the neatest welding. I wasn't too happy with that. So what I ended up doing was welding both sides, so welding the inside as well, just to make sure I got a good weld on there, because I weren't happy with the initial run. What was happening, the feed of the wire wasn't constant. It was fast and slow, and I couldn't get a good weld on. So anyway, yeah, I've welded the other side as well, and yes, it should be good enough. And then I've welded at the back, you'll see here, I've welded it to this plate, new plate I've put in there, and to that on the other side as well. So that's just the back of the weld there in that corner, you'll see. And yeah, this plate I've put into the thing. I'm going to cut this bit out here, and there's another section to go in. But yeah, and then of course I've got the bit on top. I've got this here ready to go. Unfortunately, I ran out of thin steel, so this is great big whopping, I don't know if you can see that, it's like 2 mil thick or something like that. But yeah, I didn't have time to order any new stuff, so that'll do. It's a bit heavy, but yeah, it won't hurt it. Get that in there on top, it's not much. So we'll get that welded in, and then there's, yeah, another little section here to weld up, and then along here, you see at the top, that's all rotted through. So just to where, need to replace this along here, up until where this hanger is, and make sure that hanger is properly secure for the fuel tank. So yeah, I'll get on with that now. I'll also get some painting done under here as well. I've got the wire wheel on it a bit, so I'll get a bit more wire wheeling, and then get some rust treatment on here, and then yeah, after that get it painted, and it'll look a lot smarter under here. Yeah, so that's my new plate in. Just gonna weld that up now, and I thought I'd just mention, in case you're wondering, so yeah, I think it's galvanised this, so what I've been doing is just grinding off where it's galvanised so I can weld to it, because I know you're not meant to weld straight onto galvanised. I think that's what's happened here. So that I ground that off on the other side, and then yeah, that's what that white bit is. Yeah, I think it's like poisonous or something. So yeah, I have been careful, in case you're wondering. Like, I do grind off that edge, so I need to grind off a little bit more, just so I can weld on there, get that plate on. And yeah, same on the other side, need to grind that off. So yeah, do a bit more grinding, get that prepped, and then yeah, get it welded up. Get some welds done along there, and yeah, and then at the back, and yeah, it should be good to go. Right, the chassis rail's in. What a fight I've had with this. So I've had a lot of problems with my welder. I don't know what has happened to it, but it started going really inconsistent with the feed, with the wire feed, which yeah, just really struggled. And then don't get me started on welding upside down. I never realised how hard that actually was. Yeah, very tough to do, welding upside down, and I've pretty much given up, because I couldn't get it going, and yeah, I was just getting covered in bits of weld myself, set on fire, the whole lot. So you'll see inside, I've also replaced a big section of floor, goes right to the back there, and yeah, I had a lot of trouble with my welder here, so it's very scruffy, and then it sort of smartened up a bit along here. You see, I've not ground that bit back, but I got a good yeah, it started working properly then, and it's been all right since, to be fair. So yeah, that's chassis rail, and that's all secure. The upside down welds, what I'm going to do is, you'll see there, I don't think I've got very good penetration on this new floor plate, so I'm going to drill this and put some tacks in just on top, just to make sure it's definitely got hold of the chassis rail. And I've also, at the back, I've done quite a bit of welding. Some big sections replaced there, and the rail all secured in there. I've welded that to the rail to this back panel as well. So yeah, so quite happy with that. I've got it in. It took a lot longer than I'd planned. You know, still you'll see I've uncovered a bit of some patching that needs doing up on this corner as well, so I'll have to do that at some point, but we'll get back to it. The next big bit is around here, is the arch. So yeah, I've started pulling away bits, and yeah, it's very rotten. I think at some stage it's been replaced. This section is new because it's not really connected properly to the inner rail. So whether I leave that and just do this half, or I just start afresh and get it all done, I'll have to decide that. But it'll be decided another time, because I'm going to have a pause on this project, unfortunately, because I'm heading back to Thailand to work on my Datsun. So last year I flew out to Thailand on a holiday. While I was there, I bought an old Datsun pickup truck, and I'd initially planned to just bring it home, but I had enough projects on here, so what with this and the BM, so I ended up just driving around in it and working on it out there. When it came to finally sort out the shipping, I thought, why don't I just leave it there and then head over it in the winter again and spend the winters just driving, working on that, and have a sort of winter project but in a nice country, not have to put up with all this cold. So that's where I'm off in the next couple of days to resume work on that and do some fun road trips. So make sure you stick around to watch that. And then the Capri, I'll be back earlier on in the year, in a few months' time. If I'm honest, I was a little bit disappointed that I hadn't finished the Capri this summer. I guess I did underestimate the amount of rust repairs needed and the hidden complexities of doing an engine conversion. However, in hindsight, I should have started earlier and put more time and energy into the project. Hopefully the trip to Thailand will reinvigorate me, and next year the Capri will once again leave the UK shores, and this time hopefully onto India.